Good morning, Francesca Cantano Franklin here, Global Wellness Day Ambassador of Hong Kong. And today I have the pleasure of talking to Dr. Tania Bardhan, Four Seasons Senior Spa Director for Hong Kong and Pacific Asia. Good morning, Tania. How are you?
Good morning, Francesca. I'm doing very well. It's a lovely sunny day in Hong Kong.
Please,
How
isn't
are
it?
you?
It's beautiful. Finally, the sunshine. Everyone's in a great mood because of the holidays as well. I'm very well, thank you. It is an absolute pleasure to be able to chat to you today. I know the Fourth Season has been supporting Global Wellness Day for whatever time now. So talking to you, especially being in Hong Kong, outstanding. So tell me, Tanya, the $1 million question. What does wellness means to you personally?
Well, I must say, Francesca, here that it has evolved over time. So it's never, it's not stayed that one constant definition or interpretation. It was different when I was just completing my wellness studies in my 20s. It's evolved into something very different right now. So what I can tell you is that right now it's achieving that sense of balance,
Yeah,
but it's a more day to day effort.
very true.
So it's feeling calm, balanced within myself with the various pillars of wellness. So, with my physical health and activity levels, with my mental state and emotions, with the food that I'm putting into my body, with any spiritual exercises I may be doing, anything that helps me feel at my best
Amazing.
is wellness to me as of now.
So very true. And if I may, you offer Chinese medicine as well, or acupuncture? You are into homeopathy, am I correct?
Well, yes, so I majored in homeopathy and surgery, and then I have kept topping it up with various other certificates in integrative medicine. So I'm a trained acupuncturist. I've done some training in iridology, live blood analysis, dried blood analysis. I'm also a trained colonic hydrotherapist.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I love with my day job, I also love leading meditation sessions personally because that's something I feel passionately about. With its huge impact on physical, mental, spiritual health all at once. So yeah, I've got my finger in a few pies.
You did,
And
you
it's
did. I mean, your teams must be so lucky to have you. And how do you manage to integrate all your beautiful skills and passion for wellness? Because it does come from an element of passion. How do you manage it within your teams and perhaps at work as well?
Well, with my teams, Francesca, I have been over the last few years, especially gotten more involved with mentoring, coaching new wellness leaders across the region for Four Seasons. And I've been trying to really bring down the understanding of wellness back to a very, very basic level of the fact that wellness is not or does not necessarily have to be that isolated
Indeed,
segment on our spa menus.
exactly.
Wellness is very deeply integrated. It's for us to recognize that. And I often give an example of how wellness is also part of your standard deep tissue massages in your spas, right?
Very
With what kind of oils should be selected, if they have ingredients which target particular areas of wellness. What are some very relevant wellness advice that therapists can give out to guests at the end of their treatments, which can add so much more value to
true.
and make it so much more than a massage, isn't it? So that's been an endeavor. That's what the team hears from me all the time. That please do not call it spa and wellness separately. Don't get intimidated when you're given the task to integrate wellness into your spa menu. It doesn't always have to be the fanciest equipment and the most elaborate journey. Go and do those by all means if you have the resources and the capabilities. But also remember, it's very possible to weave in wellness into your spa
Exactly.
journey for every treatment.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We need to talk more about this because I see a lot of confusion out there. I see a lot of fancy names, and sometimes, I'm a spa lover myself, regardless of being involved like yourself. But sometimes I see people struggling with spa menus, like fancy name, fancy this and that. But let's bring it back to the roots of what wellness means. Thank you. That's beautiful. Now, Reconnect Magenta, or the art of reconnecting, is the theme. It's at the center of Global Wellness Day 2025. What do you feel personally most connected with? And is there anything or anyone that you feel like you would love to reconnect more this year?
A very important question at this point for myself, Francesca, because I have been working on a few things. So, what I'm very connected with already, I feel, living in Hong Kong, is nature. I
Yeah,
mean, that's many people who have not visited Hong Kong might find it a strange thing to say.
I know.
But we know that Hong Kong offers this beautiful
Magnificent.
opportunity to escape into nature with its lovely hiking trails, with the water all around, in spite of us living in this bustling beast of an economic hub.
Yeah.
Um, so that bit I think I'm doing fairly okay with, but of course, there's no end to reconnecting with nature. Um, the other thing that you've just mentioned is it has been something at the forefront of my consciousness lately. That's reconnecting with friends and family. So, just to give you a little of a background, my husband and I are from different countries. We
Yeah.
live in a third country.
Yes.
So, as you can imagine, of over the last few years,
Yeah.
we both have realized that it takes mindful effort to
Indeed.
keep nurturing those relationships back home. So, with our families in our respective countries, with common friends, with who are in different locations.
Of course.
So, I've been, it's just about bringing it back to your consciousness. That's what we've been doing a lot lately. And I said it was a very lovely question at this point for me because I'm just due to go away back home to Spain for a couple of weeks
Oh,
next week.
beautiful.
And I'm really looking forward to that. And I find in my own evolution, the more that I do it, the more it contributes to my own sense of well being.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, reconnected with your own people, with the land. And
Yes.
what a beautiful time of the year to go to Spain now. I'm Italian, so we share the similar, Mediterranean climate. Beautiful, Tanya. Very, very inspiring. Thank you. And tell me, will you be celebrating Global Wellness Day this year?
Absolutely. We've been doing it for the past several years, and we are still working on the lineup.
Sure.
It's only because, once again, I passionately believe because we can.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be just one fitness activity
Yeah.
at the start of the day with some guests. I like to keep it as varied as possible to offer various options so that people can join in as per their wellness aspirations. We've had things like mindful mala making in the past.
Wow.
We've gotten a gemologist to also at the same time explain the spiritual qualities of each gem and the energetic possibilities of using them in the jewelry we wear. So let's see. I must say we have some exciting things planned for this year. I'm not just ready to divulge yet,
That's fine.
but watch the space.
I will indeed. I can't wait. And then, super finally, is there any little bit of advice, anything that you would like to share with people listening and watching now? Usually, the question is, how do I start? How do I get myself into wellness and well-being?
Advice, Francesca, I don't believe I could give out advice, but I'm happy to share my own personal learnings from my own personal wellness journey. To start, any micro change is enough. I would only say keep it accessible, keep it sustainable. Wellness can be aspirational too, and it must have that element of aspiration in it for you to try out a whole new fitness activity or a diet plan or a nutritional philosophy, and all that's absolutely fine. But all I want to say is I've learned that there are more benefits in not beating yourself up for extremely strict goals or having to tick those boxes because you see people around you doing it. So keep it personal, look into yourself, find those small changes that you can incorporate a little by little and keep at them. And then pivot and try something bigger or different completely when you can.
And
And there's just one guarantee in it all, that it all adds up eventually. It all does.
It does indeed. Beautiful advice, beautiful. Well, Tania, thank you so much for your time. And I'm looking forward to celebrate with you this coming Global Wellness Day and enjoy your holiday and your me time.
Thank you so very much, Francesca. It's been a pleasure chatting with you and talking things wellness, and all the very best.
Likewise. Have a beautiful day, Tania. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye.